My name is Donna Middleton, and this is Phil Middleton. It is an honor to be sitting here, sharing my story with all of you today. I am a proud mother to my 21-year-old son, Andrew, a young man living and learning every day from his recent dual diagnosis of schizoaffective disorder. 4 years ago, our lives as a family changed forever. We were at a family work event, and with what should have been a beautiful evening together, left us with feelings of hopelessness, confusion, and anxiety. At the time, Andrew was only 16. We had noticed substance abuse, risk-taking behaviors, and volatile, brash, and negative attention-seeking behaviors. They were shocking. Things escalated quickly, and at that moment, I knew. I will never forget when I looked to my husband and muttered, "I think our son has a mental illness." Those words have been the scariest and most devastating words I have ever spoken to this day. We were desperate to find Andrew help immediately. As we blindly navigated our way through our local and regional options, we realized this is going to be an out-of-pocket experience, as many mental health providers in our area do not work with private insurance. After many sleepless, tearful nights, it was confirmed. In June of 2016, Andrew was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. After a road of failed outpatient treatment options and tens of thousands of dollars out of pocket later, Andrew landed in a pediatric psychiatric hospital for a month. We found that at this point we were able to start getting help and support for ourselves as caregivers to this new chapter of our lives. We were able to enroll in a 12-week family-to-family course that was being offered in our community through the National Alliance of Mental Illness, also known as NAMI. This was a very textbook and clinical approach to mental illness, and we wanted to immerse ourselves as much as we could before his return home. It was an incredible relief and really left us feeling comforted, supported, and more equipped to help our son. However, we couldn't help but notice, where was everyone? There were only 3 or 4 other parents enrolled with us. We found ourselves wondering how many people were out there who felt like we did, simply just uncertain with what the next step should look like. Once the classes ended, we were left with wonderful knowledge, but we struggled to find any sharing groups for caregivers, families, and friends. Hope was the furthest from our minds. After months of living with the ups and downs of managing this new life, Andrew had become a senior in high school, and he was angry. He wasn't playing football, mountain biking, and kayaking, all the things he was passionate about. He was having to learn an entirely new way of life that involved taking medicine daily, that left him feeling horrible, and he began to live in a constant state of paranoia and fear. We later found out that he was experiencing delusions and hallucinations, and he was scared to even leave his bedroom. We found ourselves in Colorado Springs, another stay in another psychiatric hospital. Our sweet boy was now diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, a short year after his initial diagnosis of bipolar disorder. The hospital was able to stabilize Andrew with his new dual diagnosis, and we found ourselves experiencing hope for the first time in years. As Andrew became more stable, we were able to regroup and really focus on what we needed most as his caregivers: support. Not only for ourselves, but for our community that seemed to be quietly struggling as well. All the emotions and stress that had come with this nightmare and the feelings of isolation and sadness were incredibly overwhelming for us as parents. Andrew will always need his family to support him, love him, and be there for him to fall back on when he experiences challenging moments in his illness. We know our path as a family and as his parents has changed, and we are okay with that. We will always do what we can to support both of our sons, even if that looks a little different for both of them. In 2019, Beacon of Hope Durango was founded by me and my husband, Phil. Our heartfelt mission is to provide a safe place for caregivers, families, and friends to support each other and share in their experience with mental illness. My husband and I craved moments of sharing challenges and successes as a parent, and we felt confident enough with our journey that we may be able to share and provide solace for even just one other parent experiencing this. This is just what Beacon of Hope does for our members. We believe there is hope for all of us as caregivers. Our long-standing dream for our group is to get the word out that we are here for whoever needs support, encouragement, and a safe place to share their challenges and successes with their own journey as a caretaker. We are here, and we want you to be here too. We want to share with you, and we want to learn from each other. But most importantly, we want to spread hope that you are not alone. We hope to one day become a nonprofit that collaborates with local providers and offers our sharing group to anyone who may need us. Thank you for having me here today, and I leave you with a quote from actress Glenn Close. What mental health needs is more sunshine, more candor, and more unashamed conversation. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. That was great.